Hello, 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 everyone. This is Dr. Nick, your favorite personal growth coach, and welcome to another episode of Adulting in My Purpose Live. You know, I'm always excited to be with you every Wednesday as we doing this Adulting in My Purpose thing. You know, if you are out there and you're looking in for the first time, hello, hello, welcome. If you are a returning listener, what's up? Welcome back. It's always good to have you out there. So you know what to do. Be sure that you like and you share and go tell a friend of the things that we are doing here with Adulting in My Purpose. So for my first timers, just in case you didn't know who I was, my name is Dr. Nicole Rankin, better known as Dr. Nick, and I'm a certified personal growth coach. And my mission in life, my calling, is to help young leaders truly discover their purpose and help them clarify their vision and really create some plans and strategies and systems to get to their next steps in life. And we do this all through Adulting in My Purpose. So, you know, a part of this movement, as I like to call it, a global movement, as I like to call it, is that we meet here on Wednesdays for this wonderful stream to talk about just life and talk about strategies, talk about to hear from other young people that are out there just doing it, millennials making moves. We have experts that come in and share their expertise to just help you in life, you know, giving you some tips, giving you some tools and strategies and to just make it in life and truly understand this adulting thing, because you don't have to do it by yourself. So tonight I am so excited that we have a special guest. Another amazing millennial that is out there making moves. So again, make sure you like, make sure you share it, give us some thumbs up, some hearts. This gentleman is totally amazing, and I'm so excited to have him on the show today. Tonight we have Shelton Dobbins, and he is the CEO and founder of Aubrey and Bella. And with Aubrey and Bella, they provide an excellent shopping experience with their client satisfaction being a number one priority. They provide perfect merchandise and accessory products and just that are really inspirational and tailored to represent you. So it is amazing that things that they do with apparel and accessories. And one of the things that Shelton says, he always says, believe in yourself and go for it. He is truly a motivator and a man that motivates for dreamers, not only dreamers, but dreamers and doers. So I'm excited to welcome Shelton
Hey,
Dobbins
Nicole.
to Adulting in My Purpose. Hey, how you
Hey,
doing?
awesome. Thank you for having me. I'm so grateful.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited for you. I'm just to see your journey. You know, I'll be stalking people on Facebook, y'all. I do. I be watching, y'all. I be watching. You know, make sure you're doing some great things and just going after your dreams and it's just an amazing, because I remember when I first met you, just to see where from there to where you are now, I'm just excited to see what God is doing in your life. So you guys, I know you, I know your story, but tell the audience a little bit about how you got to where you are today. Tell us your story.
It started in my hometown, seeing my grandmother building a church from the ground up, seeing my mom starting a restaurant. Um, when the summer come around, her and my stepfather going to buy watermelons. Just seeing them making things happen, creating opportunities for us and providing. That lit a flame in me to start dreaming. And seeing them make things happen made me believe I can make things happen for myself. Transitioning out of a small town with one red light to Atlanta, because Atlanta is a major city, well, the capital of Georgia. I knew there would be more opportunity there for me. And it was like a magnetic pull, saying, Shelton, come to Atlanta, Shelter. You got to leave. You got to leave. I felt like a fish in a pond trying to get to the ocean. trying to get to
Love
the
it.
ocean. Long story short, I graduated, came to Atlanta, got my feet into hospitality, working for Marriott, meeting business people at the hotel, seeing entrepreneurs at the hotel, being surrounded by black leaders, business owners. It kept inspiring me to follow my dreams, continue to set goals and accomplish them. Um, I never wanted to be put in a box, but I always wanted to accomplish every goal I had in heart because we only get one life to live. Talking to several people about, you think I can do this or you think I can do this, they wasn't speaking my language. The main person I need to speak to was God, and He made a way. He made a way every time. And when I wasn't ready, He was preparing me, and I didn't even know it. So transitioning from a small town to the big city of Atlanta, that what started me to being an entrepreneur and making connections, like meeting you, networking. That helped as well.
I love it. That's such an amazing story because a lot of times, coming from a small city, a lot of times people get stuck there.
Yep,
And so it's amazing that you actually saw the opportunity and saw more, and we're grateful for your grandmother and your mom providing those examples and your stepdad providing those possibilities for you. So that right there in itself is amazing. So congratulations to you for even just taking the step to get outside your comfort zone, because that's what it's all
that's what
about.
that was the biggest thing, getting out of
Hmm.
my comfort zone because being surrounded by. I was working at McDonald's during the time when I was back home.
Hmm.
Um, and when I quit my job, I stepped out on faith. I jumped. I packed my bags and I took a box of Roman noodles with me. I was like, I'm going to
Unless
Atlanta.
it's got to be chicken. They got to make sure it's chicken ramen. It's chicken flavored.
It was chicken.
Oh, there we go. You
It
good.
was chicken. It was chicken. It was chicken. And I I followed my heart, and it never led me. And I didn't understand what was going on, but I knew the possibilities that God is giving His children.
Mm.
I allowed Him to order my steps and lead me by leaning not to my own understanding, and He directed my path
Yeah.
every time, every time.
That's amazing. I love to hear these kinds of stories of people just taking that leap of faith and trusting in God and allowing Him to guide you. So it's just amazing just to see you here. So let's talk about, I'm just thinking about you're coming out of high school, like you said, you're the small fish in a big pond trying
Yeah,
to
it
get
was.
to the ocean. What are some of the challenges that you kind of face establishing yourself in this big pond, in this big pond and in the ocean?
So many things happened to get me to give up. So many things happened to get me to turn around.
Mm.
Um, from getting robbed, moving from a small town, we are friendly. We say, hey, we always waving. Hey, hey. Coming to Atlanta, I had to get some street smarts. I just to be honest. I had to get some street smarts. Um, back home, you can leave the door unlocked and go to the grocery store. Coming to the city, you can't do that. You have to dot your I's, cross your T's. You can't be gullible. You have to use discernment. Um, it was a huge difference. One challenge was um stop. I had to learn how to stop being. I don't want the viewers to take this the wrong way, but sometimes being nice is not being fair to yourself.
Mm.
I had to put myself first so I could pay my bills. And giving all the time. Giving is nice, but you can't pour from an empty cup.
Mm. Mhm.
When your cup runneth over, you can bless. What good am I if I'm no good to you?
Mm-hmm.
Um, we can't pour from him because I had to get self together first. I had to get myself together. That was the biggest thing, taking care of me first,
Mm-hmm.
so I can take care of my family, take care of my daughters.
Mm-hmm. That right there, that's a golden nugget. That it's a great lesson for everybody out there, not only our millennial watchers out there, but for everybody. It reminds me of the when you're on the plane and they say if the plane goes down and the oxygen
Oh
masks
yeah, they
come down.
come down.
Yeah, put
Oh, put
yours
yours
on
on
first
first. you
before you
you
before you help
help
somebody
someone else.
else. Right. That
Wow, I can't
that
believe that. I be thinking a lot of people don't catch that
mm,
in a demonstration, but that is key. Yeah,
that's it. That's
you
it.
can
Because you can't
help
help nobody when
somebody else.
you suffering.
Wow.
Yep,
Uh,
that's it. So
yeah.
that what you said was golden and powerful there. So you okay. So let me let
Okay.
me let me paint the picture. So you're small town, made a decision like I did. I want more. I want to do more. I see myself doing more. You move to this big city. You're facing some challenges that you had to overcome. Learning how to become a little bit more street.
Yeah.
More street
Yeah.
smart, right? And
Yeah.
so, how did your role as, come to be as an entrepreneur to say that, okay, I'm going to start a business in all of this?
Um, working the 9 to 5.
Mm,
Um, Nothing against the 9 to 5. There's a lot of great jobs out there, a lot of great companies. But for me, working a 9 to 5, it the job that I had, it was taken away from my dream that I had inside my heart as a
mm,
child. Um, and I told myself, Shelton, you can help someone else build their dream, and when you die, they're gonna have your job application up literally the next hour.
mm,
The next hour, while you helping them build their dream, what are you doing to help build yours? And that stuck with me. And I literally started to, when I get off work, I started notating, started journaling, giving myself something towards my dreams, taking
mhm,
some steps. Some steps is better than no steps. We work 40 hours a week for someone else. How many hours are we giving ourselves towards our dream out of that
mhm,
week?
mhm,
So I started to do my research and I started praying. Um, and literally every time I fall on my knees, that's like I don't know, but when I fall on my knees, God instantly come through for me.
mm,
He started connecting me with people that speak my language, people that was pouring into me, people that I was looking, people that was giving me answers I was looking for. And it started to order my steps towards
mm,
entrepreneurship. I got like four no's in seeking information, but that one yes changed my life.
mm.
That one yes, you can do it. Keep going. Learn from the lessons. Turn those wounds into wisdoms.
Mm.
And
That's good.
every time it helped. Even when I met you, music, it helps. Music helps. Even when I met you, that little thing that you shared, um, anything major I'm about to do, I will play something to uplift me for what I'm about to come into.
Wow, that's amazing. As you're speaking, it brings to mind that, life is hard, and you talked about, finding kind of your place in this world, and a lot of times, we fall into the path of where we're doing things that we feel other people want us to do, or we feel, from our parents, we take us this path, but it's truly not who we are. And so I love the fact that you identified that, quickly, that, what you were doing was not in alignment with who you were. And then not only that, but you made a decision, because so many people don't. So many people stay in that circumstance, in that situation.
It's the
And
unknown. The
yeah,
unknown. Yep, that scares them.
that's a great point. It's the fear, right? It's the
Hmm.
fear of the unknown. So in thinking about that fear, thinking about the unknown, like what do you do? How do you stay motivated, and how do you stay, to keep pushing and keep going?
God, it
Mhm.
won't work. The marriage won't work. The relationship won't work. The job won't work. The business won't work. As long as He's the foundation, everything will come. You might not get everything you want at that particular moment that you want it to happen, but if you trust in your heart, trust in God, you know He is capable of doing anything. He created this whole beautiful earth. Thanks for a tree transitioning from the seasons. The tree don't have no leaves during winter, but that tree, I know that tree believe and hope that it gonna blossom that apple. You can't eat the fruit the same day you plant the seed. So just God. That's my answer, God. God.
I,
And if you're not a believer, borrow some of my faith. Take a shot on me. Take a shot on me. I'm telling you, take a
uh,
shot.
I love that. If you out there and you don't have some faith and some belief, Shelton got enough for you. How about that? How
take
about that?
just tell yourself, Shelton said, just take a shot on me.
Yeah,
Borrow some of my faith. Borrow some of mine.
I love that. That's inspiration right there, guys. That now if that don't motivate you, since Shelton did it, borrow his faith. I love that. So being I always talk about when as I do uh leadership development with a lot of educational leaders. And so they always have issues and frustrations working with young people like yourself. You guys are called the millennials, and and you all get a bad rap. I don't know why, but you guys get a bad rap. So when you think about, you kind of establishing yourself in the world, finding your purpose, how do you feel that other, I guess, seasoned leaders should engage with you and your generation?
I feel other leaders should engage with my generation first and foremost by listening to understand instead of listening to reply.
Mm.
What got them through might take something different for us to get through.
Mm-hmm.
We might not need a reply at that particular moment. We might just need them to be present in that moment and hear us. Let us get it out. Let us get it. Let us get it out. And by us getting it out, we will answer our own question.
Mm.
So I would say listen to understand instead of listening to reply, because you have some some millennials that never had siblings. They never dealt with jealousy. They never dealt with competition.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that goes back to listening to understand instead of listening to reply. And then the leader will get the answer how to maneuver through that conversation with the millennial.
I love that. I love it. Listening to understand rather than listening to apply. Golden
Yeah,
nugget right there. I love that.
that's what I would say.
Yep, that's good. That's good. We have so there. We're working to build those bridges and build those gaps from there's such a diversity amongst generations because
Hmm.
just of the way things have evolved in life. You guys are different. Millennials are different from our baby boomers, but which millennials are totally different from our Gen Zers. So it's like there's such a diversity gap there amongst
Hmm.
generations. So we got to learn how to work together. So I love
Agree.
that that you say that. So when I love to ask the question because you're driven, you are very passionate, you're very purpose driven, and really goal oriented and ambitious. So, what role does a mentor or coach play in your life?
Um, telling me the truth. Telling me the truth. You know, you have some mentors out there that would tell you what you want to hear. And sometimes um, we need that convention. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Letting us know, hey, you're wrong. You stepped out of line. Hey, that's not right. That help us. That help us by getting on to us.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what they say with the children, spare the rod, spoil the child. I would say that plays a role too with mentorship. If you have a mentor, just be honest. Just continue to pour into
Mm-hmm.
your apprentice, pour into that individual that's trying to accomplish their goal, that's trying to get to that level. They will appreciate it in the long run. I know I did. I appreciate it in the long run.
I love it. I love it. So you're doing amazing things, right? So I know that you are flying. Every time I look, every time I stalk you, you somewhere
Yeah, I'm so
around the world, somewhere.
that is true. That
You
is true.
somewhere around the world doing your thing and doing some amazing things. So, what advice would you give other millennials your age who are out there just kind of seeking their purpose and trying to find their way in the world? What are some things that you would tell them?
If you have a dream that keep you up at night and wake you up early in the morning, don't let nobody take that from you.
Mhm.
No family member, no teacher, no mentor. Go. Let God order your footsteps. Get yourself out the way. The road might seem cloudy, but trust in God with all your heart, and He will direct your path. Let Him be the light. He will lead you, nor forsake you. And you might not understand it, but say Shelton told me. Shelton told me borrow some of his faith. I'm gonna get there. Borrow some of mine. You might not. I wish I had somebody that told me this that I'm sharing with you. Borrow some of my faith until you get there. And when you
Mhm.
get there, it would be amazing. It's gonna be
Mhm.
amazing. Don't give
Mhm.
up. Don't give up. And when it's not working in your favor, it's developing you. And remember,
Mhm.
remember, you can't eat the fruit the same day you plant the seed. You can't eat an apple the same day you plant that apple seed. That seed go through a dark place just to get to the light.
Mm. You bringing the knowledge tonight. You out. See, this is why I love my guests. They just are amazing and just a true inspiration. So, as you were talking, you can't eat the apple once you plant the seed, knowing that it takes time. There's a
Take
process
time.
to go through. So, what are some things that we know that you have a strong faith in God, and we are aware of that. So, outside of your relationship with God, what are some, like, maybe one or two things, other things that you do to kind of help you move forward in the journey and embrace that waiting time from that seed to that apple? What are some things that you do?
Journaling.
Germ, okay.
That helps. Journaling, I promise you, is like a spell.
Mm-hmm.
Journaling, get your and don't write it in your phone. Get a pen, write it down. That's part of the manifesting.
Mm.
And music.
Okay.
As Nicole shared with me when I first met her. Music, fine. I love listening to the ocean.
Mm.
Rain. Rain calms my mind from rushing. Cause sometimes I get so excited and I be thinking. Rain calms me. Sometimes my dreams, my goals keep me up at night where
Mm.
I can't even go to sleep. Rain, listen to the rain. So I would say music and journaling. First and foremost, before those two, prayer. If you're not a praying person and you don't know how to pray, I tell you, God, He knows your heart. He knows what you're thinking. Just concentrate on Him.
I love
Just
it.
concentrate.
I love it. I love
Those
it.
those things have helped me.
So prayer, journaling, and
Music.
music. I love it. Y'all taking notes out there, making sure you understand what's on your playlist. Because that what you listen to, it does affect your mood and your attitude and
Hmm.
everything. So that's amazing. And see, I'm not the only one that just be telling y'all to journal. Y'all be thinking it's me.
It
See,
works. It works.
I tell my audience all the time, that journaling helps with the manifestation. You got to write the vision. But I'm so glad that I'm not the one saying it this time. You
It
said it, and
works.
I
It
didn't prep
works.
you or anything, right?
Yep. And you'll look back on what you read because even when I was in South Georgia, I looked at the things I wrote down, and I
Mhm.
kid you not, my first daughter, um, I wrote down. I asked God how I would like her to look. He gave me everything but those blue eyes. He gave me everything but those
Oh,
blue eyes. He probably like, come on now, come on now.
he's like, you stretching it, you're stretching it. But she has the beautiful brown eyes.
Yeah. He said, I
Oh,
got something better.
that's
He
right.
told me he had something better. Journaling, I do agree. Journaling.
Yes.
It worked, guys. It worked. It works.
Awesome. So that should bring up your beautiful babies. Let's talk about uh Aubrey and Bella and how they came about and how now you have a company that's named after your legacy. Let's talk a little bit about that.
So being a young millennial, I was a young father, also at an early age, figuring it out as I go. Before my daughters were born, I was thinking from 0 to 100, trying to figure it out, trying to figure it out. The minute they gave me my baby, put her in my arms, I thought I got to work. That was my motivation, my biggest motivation. I can't let you experience the things that I went through. If they do come up, I'm gonna be there every step of the way. That was my motivation, and that was my why. When I looked into my daughter's eye, and the things that I know now, I'm pouring into them. I started a company this past Christmas during the pandemic. I was like, what can I? Everything was closed. I was like, what can I give my kids? The world don't shut down. Ain't too much you can give them or too much you can take them. The whole world shut down. I said, what can I give my kids? I patented their name. I brought their name and turned it into an LLC. That
Wow.
was I wish I would have received that. But it wasn't I felt good about it that I brought their names and I turned it into a business and I incorporate my family into it. The things that I like, the things that my mom liked, the things that my grandmother have installed in me, they were my biggest motivation.
Wow. That's beautiful.
And when they get up in age, I'm gonna give them this company. Is
Wow.
is theirs. It's like a sleeping giant. They don't even know what they have right now.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I mean, when you talking about leaving the wealth for your children's children, you're starting that legacy process, and I love that. It's a beautiful thing. So tell us about what your company does and what did you sell? Tell us about that.
So I have two companies. I have my travel agency
Mhm.
and I provide travel essentials, travel needs for my clients, people that book through me, from rental cars to theme parks to hotels accommodations. to music concert tickets, anything that deals with the travel industry, I can touch it and make it happen for you. I take the headache out of your process. You know how you get a headache trying to figure out what hotel to get, but you know in your mind you like, I want room service. I want um, a jacuzzi in the room. I
Mhm.
want to be on the strip in Vegas. I said, okay, okay, let me take the headache. Let me get the headache out of your process, and I will make magic happen for you. And my other company, Aubrey and Bella, that's a merchandise and accessory store that accommodate fashion, accessory, merchandise to people of all sizes, people of different cultures.
Okay.
There's something for everybody. I didn't want to be put in a box with Aubrey and Bella. My family and myself, we love TJ Maxx, Marshalls. And one thing about those stores, you find something, some of everything in those stores. And I wanted to incorporate some of everything in my online store, Aubrey and Bella. And you can find inspiration in pursuing those goals. You might have a business meeting with a mentor. Shop Aubrey and Bella. You can find a shirt or outfit that will give you the confidence to let it speak for itself. Let your gift make room for your blessings.
I love that. So I'm like, oh, y'all know Dr. Nick love the kids. So this is just a beautiful thing. And they're the most beautiful babies. The young lady, or they're growing up. They were babies when
Yeah,
I
they growing
when
up.
I
I
when
remember
I
we was
first met you. They were babies, but they're a little grown now. So tell us, how do we get into how do we find out about Aubrey and Bella? Where do we go to get information on that?
so you can find more about Aubrey and Bella on Facebook. You can type in Aubrey and Bella into Facebook and it will come up. You can also go to your search engine and type in aubreyandbella.com, AubreyandBella.com, and that will take you directly to that website. And if you have any travel needs that you would like assistance with, you can send me an email at sheltonescapes@gmail.com or give me a call on my business line at 770-895-4095. That's how you can get in touch with me. And if you want somebody to talk to, an inspiration or motivation, I am that guy that will help you get there.
I love it. I love it. So, guys, make sure you go and support, check out Aubrey and Bella, and see the amazing things that Shelton is bringing to the marketplace in the name of his beautiful
Yeah.
wives. And I believe you have some pictures of them on the site too,
Yeah,
right?
I have pictures
Yeah.
of them. Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys can see how beautiful they are. Our little black magic girls doing their thing. So proud of you. So you're doing some amazing things, and I know the best is yet to come for you. I know that you're full of vision, full of
Yeah.
dreams, and this is only the beginning for you. So what do you do? I'm a personal growth coach, so
Yeah.
I'm all
Hmm.
about developing yourself and growing yourself, understanding yourself. So what do you do for personal growth and development? Like what do you do?
I write down the things that I have overcame,
Mm.
and that propel me towards my future. The thing, if I ever find myself in a pause and I'm just not getting any answers and I'm not getting those things that I'm desiring at that particular moment, I write down. I go back to journaling, as Dr. Nick
Mhm.
I always say, and I turn to that page, looking at the things that I have overcame, and that's the evidence for that
Mhm.
particular pause where I'm at. That I'm gonna overcome that pause where I'm currently am, and I'm gonna get to where I'm trying to go.
Love it. I love it. And so a lot of they said a lot of times leaders are readers, right? So are
Hmm.
you reading what are you reading currently?
So currently, I am reading Adulting in Purpose. Get that book. And
Shout
journal. You
out.
need you need to journal. It is so important, you guys.
Yeah.
It's so important, and it is magic. It's magic. You guys need to get that.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Get your copy. It's available on Amazon. I love the plug. I love the plug. See how he did that,
Yeah.
y'all?
Get that.
I love it. I love
Get
it.
that. And
Uh,
before we move forward, or it comes, I don't know how long we have.
yeah.
In this process of my journey, I have reconnected with my father.
Yeah. Tell
That
us
was
about that.
that was something I always wanted as a
Hmm.
as a child.
Wow.
Um, and reconnecting with him, this guy have so much wisdom. He been pouring into me so much knowledge.
Wow.
Um, I'm in the travel industry currently, in the aviation industry, and I'm flying all the time. And my father told me, son, I would tell you the sky's the limit, but you already touching the sky. Go pull down a star. Go snatch a star down. And when he told
Wow.
me that, I felt like I could literally go snatch a star down.
Wow.
So you guys, I want to tell you to keep journaling, keep dreaming, keep making steps, keep moving forward. A couple of steps is better than no steps.
Hmm.
Get around like-minded people. Get around people that's pouring into you, because that apple seed can't grow unless you're being poured into and watered.
Wow, that's amazing. We had talked earlier and you had shared the story, and I can only imagine the thoughts and the feelings surrounding you meeting your birth father and connecting and forging that relationship now. So how do you feel that has changed you or is changing you as a millennial and moving into just kind of your own manhood in this process of adulting?
Who it has did a lot of healing, first and
Mm,
foremost. Um and has it is changing me.
mhm.
My father has motivated me to pursue my private pilot license, which I am currently working on.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Even though I have accomplished goals here and there, you
Mhm.
guys, I'm telling you, you can still dream. Even when you accomplish those goals, set more goals and go after them. Keep dreaming. You only get one life to live, and I'm here to tell
Mm.
you to live it. Don't let no one put you in a box,
Mm.
not even yourself.
Mm.
You can do
Mm.
it. You can do it. But my father has been motivating me. We talk every single day. And it has helped me, especially in manhood,
Mhm.
because the woman only can do so much. I can say that. Nothing against women. I love my
Yep.
mom. I
I
love her.
understand.
I love her so much. But my father has came into my life, and it has been a backbone to me accomplishing more of my goals and dreams.
Mm. That's an amazing story. You just the passion that you have and the fulfillment that you have in life and the desires that you have is truly amazing. I feel your sincerity and authenticity, and I just appreciate you and the things that you're doing and being an example. I mean, your life alone is a testimony to people out there to just dream and go for it and just do it. And it's an amazing thing. So if you could change one thing in the world, like what would that be?
One thing in the world, if I could change. Um, I would say, I want to say two things.
Mm-hmm.
I would say fear, false evidence appearing real. If
Mm-hmm.
we could get that out the way, a lot of positive things can happen. If we can get fear out the way, that's usually the number one thing before jumping, before going after your goal, before starting that business, before pursuing those entrepreneur businesses. And the second thing will be racism. That's currently still going on in the world with in the midst of this pandemic that we are healing from going through those social injustice moments. You know, I'm based in Minneapolis, St. Paul, where George Floyd life was taken, and my family constantly calling me. And I'm pursuing my private pilot license in Minneapolis, St. Paul, and just being conscious and aware of my surrounding. And I called my grandmother one day. Um, I experienced some racism with a coworker that was over me. And my grandmother told me, son, you can't control how someone treats you, but you can control how you react to it. I felt like they was trying to trigger me. Cause soon as you react, oh, he's the angry black guy. Oh, he's crazy. Oh, this and that. Us being beautiful, colored people, God creations, we are labeled just by standing up for ourselves. And that shouldn't be there. So those things I would change if I could change a couple of things in the room.
I love that. And it's when I look at at the research about millennials, one of the things that usually come out about your generation is you really are passionate about a lot of social justice and a lot of social change and a lot of the issues that affect our community and our society. So the fact that you even brought that up as something that you would change, it just goes to show that you're already in that mindset to be a change agent. So are there things that you do, that organizations that you're a part of or that you do for the community to kind of give back or anything like that?
Yeah. So Atlanta's home. So during the voting movement or any voting transition, I use my voice to encourage other millennials to get out and vote. Because we can make a difference, and your vote do count. Even if you just sharing it with 1 to 5 people, you made a difference. So don't feel that your voice not being heard. I'm using my voice to encourage my millennium peers to vote and support your black-owned businesses. Support Dr. Nick, Adulting in Purpose. Support Aubrey and Bella. You guys, it does helps. And don't take your homeboy advice or someone that's not aligning with your purpose. Do what your heart is telling you and let God order your steps. And let your
Come
vote.
through.
Let your
Come
vote.
through. Say that again. Say that again for the people in the back. Tell them again. Say it again. Don't do what?
Don't do what your peers are telling you, naysayers and those no's, people that are telling you no. Don't get no advice from them. Get around like-minded people and do what your heart is telling you and let God order your steps. And let your vote count. It does count, you guys. Because it count when you support a black business. It always counts.
I love that. You just dropping the goal because we are. They said that you're the average of the 5 people that's closest
Oh,
to
that's
you,
true,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
so a lot of times, especially as young people, you guys get caught up because there's so much getting thrown at you, so much
Yeah, it is.
information, so much distraction, so much negativity. I mean, goodness, take a break, take a pause.
Take a
You know,
pause.
take yourself out the situation, but be but the word, that's what the word says. It says, guard your heart, for out of it flows the
Oh
issues of
yeah.
life,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
it's like we got to be careful of what
You
we
have to be
put into
careful.
ourselves, who we surround ourselves with. So you brought out, I love that that you brought out that point, just being careful.
Be
Don't
careful.
get what you said, don't get advice from your homies.
Don't
that's
get
not
it. Don't get advice.
that's not
Get advice.
like-minded.
Get advice from somebody that's doing what
That's
you trying to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love it. This
Mhm.
has been an amazing conversation. I'm so
Yeah.
glad that you have taken the time out to come to Adulting in My Purpose, and to share a little bit of you with our audience. And it's great to reconnect. I know we haven't seen each other in a while. I've been stalking you on Facebook.
BC before COVID. Before COVID.
Before COVID. BC, before COVID. I know, right? I can't believe it's been over a year. So, but we're going to establish our new norm and get back and reconnect, and continue to stay in touch. So again, thank you so much for your time and sharing. Is there any final words words of wisdom from Shelton Dobbins that you would
Yeah.
like to share with the audience?
You guys, if you don't believe in God, I would tell you to take a shot on Dr. Nick's journey, my story, her story, and even other people's stories that have shared their journey on this amazing platform. Get yourself out the way and lean not to your own understanding. Get out your head. Get yourself out the way and follow your goals. Do it. One step is better than no steps. What you got to lose? You already done lost a lot of time sitting there. So get up and make it happen.
I love it. I love it. And so my last question, this is the question, the $1,000,000 question that I ask every guest on this show is, what does adulting in my purpose mean to you?
I I actually wrote that down because you sent it to me. And moving forward in your gift
Hmm.
and letting God guide you. Let your gift speak for itself. Operate in your gift. Your gift will make room for you. It'll make room for your blessings. Operate in your gift and let God order your footsteps. He's the light.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much, Shelton, for coming on. It was amazing, a wonderful conversation. You have totally inspired me, and I know that you have been an inspiration to those that are out there that's listening. So I just say that continue to keep God first, continue to move in your purpose, adult in your purpose, and as He continues to open the doors. And I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be stalking you, and seeing your journey as well. So thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Nick. Thank you.
Awesome. So, guys, this is another episode of Adulting in My Purpose. You know how we do. We bring the best to the best. And so I hope that something that was said just moved you, motivated you, inspired you, because this was Adulting in My Purpose is all about. It's a movement to help young leaders just like yourself discover who they are, clarify their vision, and develop a solid plan for the next steps in life. So next week, come on back. Come on back. We're going to have another amazing guest that is going to share their journey and how they are adulting in their purpose. So join us next week on Wednesday, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. But you know what? Until then, you be safe and be blessed. Good night, guys.
Bye. Thanks. Thanks.